Hello, Steve White, Steve White 39. This is going to be an odd little video, but I'm afraid of my microwave. This is really weird. Okay. I don't know who believes in paranormal, but I've had a few experiences in my life, and just a couple weird things have happened. Now, when my mother died a couple of years ago, I think in the past I'd said to her, just in general, that you should always try and make some sort of sign so people know, and that's what I would do. And I had a moment, I was in the kitchen and something kept happening several days in a row, and it was annoying the hell out of me. It was something that my mum and I would always disagree about. And I just had a moment where I just sort of clicked, like, is this her? And I just literally just looked up and just said, like, to the sky, okay, this is you, I get it. Can you stop? And then it stopped happening. And it was something very specific to me and her, which I've never mentioned to anyone. So if I ever go and see a psychic and they start talking about it, I know that they know what they're talking about, and it's not because I mentioned it on YouTube or mentioned to my sister or something. But a couple other weird little things happened. Like I bought I have the you might be able to sit behind me, the GoBots command center. That started, it has electronics and sound and that started on its own. I had what else happened? Something else happened. A couple of weird things happened, but one thing that really freaked me out was I was sitting in my living room doing stuff, and my microwave just turned on its own. I turned it off, and a few minutes later it turned on again. And I just thought that was weird, so I unplugged it, and I haven't used it since. It's actually been a couple of months, but I've run out of food that I can eat without cooking properly. I haven't been cooking anything. I've just been boiling stuff in hot water, like noodles and pasta and stuff like that. Like just boil the kettle, put it in there, and then just having it kind of cold, because I don't know if my microwave is possessed or if it's actually like a wiring problem, and it's going to like blow up or just start working, and I'll be asleep and it will just turn on for 6 hours and burn itself out or something. I don't know. So I think I'm just going to try it again and just keep unplugging it, because but when you think about it, I mean, if there's some sort of spirit in my microwave, I'm fairly sure it could do some damage if it wanted to. If it can come all the way back from the other side and, turn my microwave on, it can probably do whatever it wants. So it's probably not an evil spirit trying to destroy me. It's probably more likely that it's a fuse or something. But it was really weird because it kept turning on for the same amount of time. And I'm like, why is my microwave turning on in the middle of the night for like 4 minutes? I don't get it. Was it 5 minutes? Was it 2 minutes? I know it was the same number each time. Was it? Because I normally use it for 2 minutes. Was it longer than 2 minutes? This is like a month or so ago. I can't remember. But I normally do 2 minutes at a time. I don't do. But yeah, it's really weird. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's just like a faulty machine, but it's never done anything weird like that. And it just creeped me out. And the other night, the lights in the kitchen switched on and off as well. And that's happened before as well. So I'm starting to feel like my kitchen is possessed. And I don't know if it's my mum trying to let me know she's there, because she was always like a cooking kitchen person. She lived in the kitchen. It doesn't, but maybe it's just random, or maybe it's that old story of like a demon trying to use like someone's mourning someone to let them think that it's them so they can get them to pay it attention. There's lots of things it could be. It could just be an electrical problem. But either way, I'm superstitious enough that it creeped me out enough that I thought, I can just like boil water and have rice and couscous for a little while. I don't need to like cook anything in the microwave. And that turned into a month or so. But I'm literally out of stuff that I can't not cook, so I'm going to use it today. And I just thought, how weird is that it happened, that all these weird things happen, and also that my reaction to it was that superstitious. So I'm not that superstitious a person. Like I said, I've had a few experiences that happened when I was younger. And I'm going to do some videos about that in general, but you do get afraid to talk about that stuff because people think you're crazy and paranoid. I know how crazy and paranoid it sounds to say that I was afraid to use my microwave because I thought it was possessed by like a demon. And it's sort of a joke, and this video is sort of a joke because it's ridiculous. But I was thinking, literally, it's probably more a technical problem. If I turn it on and use it again, maybe it'll blow up. And I don't exactly want in the middle of a pandemic having to call the fire department and have them traipse through my apartment, and then I'll be like everything's contaminated and I'll be scared to touch anything because everything will be all covered in COVID. So that was the main reason why I didn't use my microwave. But I also did think, what if that was someone trying to tell me something? But what could you communicate by turning my microwave on in the middle of the night for like 5 minutes or something? Or 2 minutes or 4 minutes? Was it 4 minutes? I can't remember what it was now. But it was the same number each time. I'm like, why is it doing the same thing? How could the exact same technical fault happen twice? Or why would someone's spirit or someone do the same thing? What would, like, 3 minutes or 5 minutes or 4 minutes or 2 minutes, or like, what did the number mean anything? And I must have written it down. But yeah, this is a really long video for nothing. But I just thought, how weird is that? Does anyone think I'm totally crazy for being afraid of my microwave? But at the same time, I mostly didn't turn it on because I thought it might have been an electrical problem, and I was afraid of a fire or something where, where would I go in the middle of a pandemic if my house burnt down? So that was the other reason for not using it. Because like I said, I've had a couple weird little things happen which I thought were paranormal, and obviously I continued on using stuff and doing stuff. I didn't like throw out my GoBots command center or anything. But I'm just waffling on now. I'm going to go before this gets to 7 minutes. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of paranormal and weird things like this. And are they all coincidences? Are they all just electrical faults and coincidences? Or is it something more? Like I said, officially I considered this an electrical fault and didn't use the microwave because I was afraid it would blow up. But I also was thinking, was it something else that I should have been paying attention to or trying to get my attention or something? I don't know. I'm going to go. And I'm going to go embrace the ghost in the machine and cook some noodles. Bye.